Good wishes, dear students. In the previous video, I explained to you the various concepts involved in the Metallurgy chapter of Inorganic Chemistry of Standard 12. Now, in this video, I would like to give you the very few important definitions involved, that you will be studying under this chapter. The first one is a mineral. What's the meaning of mineral? It's a naturally occurring substances in which metals and their compounds exist. The key word for you that you need to write or remember is naturally occurring substances in the earth crust. Moving on to the second one. Ores are what is an ore? Ores are minerals from which metals can be extracted economically. As I told you, in terms of mineral, the key word here is a naturally occurring substances. In terms of ore, the key word here is it can be extracted economically. Now let me explain a little more about it, taking an example. Now here I have written bauxite and china clay. Both are minerals of aluminium, meaning we can derive the metal aluminium from bauxite and from china clay. But when it comes to mineral and ore, or distinguish between mineral and ore, I call bauxite as a ore, whereas china clay, I call it as a mineral. What is the point of difference between them? Now, aluminium is a metal which can be extracted from bauxite. So, it's called as an ore of aluminium. Bauxite is called as an ore of aluminium. When it comes to china clay, presence of aluminium is found in china clay, but extraction is not possible. So this remains as a mineral, whereas bauxite is called as an ore of aluminium. Now I'm making the point clear. The very important point of how to distinguish between mineral and ore. Now when I say mineral ore, from whichever mineral the metal can be extracted in a highest percentage possible is called as an ore. So I am repeating the point once again. Bauxite is also mineral. China clay is also mineral of aluminium. When it comes to the term ore, aluminium can be extracted from bauxite. So it's called as an ore of aluminium. When it comes to china clay, though it has a traces of aluminium metal, extraction is not possible. So it's a very important point we have given. All ores are minerals, but not all minerals are ores. So I repeat again, all ores are minerals, but not all minerals are ores. Now next we move into the another important definitions here. Gangue. What's the meaning of gangue? Now gangue is nothing. Impurities present along with the ore. Now as we told you, mineral, naturally occurring substances. Now from mineral we get ore. What's the meaning of ore? From whichever metal you can extract the metal in highest percentage possible is called as an ore. Now when we extract, we won't get the metal in a pure form. There will be certain types of impurities. So impurities present along with the ore is called as a gangue, Gangue. Then another definition here is slag. What's the meaning of slag? It is a fusible combined products made of gangue and flux. So just remember the small equation alone. Gangue plus flux gives you slag. When I explain that particular point of the lesson, I will go in a detail for you. And the last definition here is concentration. What's the meaning of concentration? As I told you in the previous video, removal of unwanted material. It may be sand or it may be a clay or anything else from it. Ore is called as a concentration. So there are 5 definitions you have seen. The first one is a mineral. What's the meaning of mineral? Naturally occurring substances. Now what's the meaning of ore? From whichever mineral metals can be extracted economically is called as an ore. Now the example that we have taken here is bauxite and china clay. Both are minerals of aluminium. When it comes to ore, aluminium can be extracted from the mineral bauxite, whereas aluminium cannot be extracted from the mineral called china clay. Then we moved on to the Next two definitions. Gangue. What's the meaning of gangue? Impurities present along with the ore. What's the meaning of slag? Just remember, gangue plus flux gives you slag. I will explain to you in the upcoming videos. And the last definitions will be, what's the meaning of concentration? Removal of unwanted materials such as sand or clay from the ore is known as a concentration. Thank you.
I gave you my heart.